I can't. We can't hear you, Professor.
Yeah, it says you're connecting to audio.
I don't think your audio is working, Professor. We can't hear you.
If he's not connected to audio, he probably can't hear us either.
Did that work? Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you.
So you didn't hear anything I said up until now, right?
No.
Sorry about that. Well, we've got a lot to do today, and I'm going to start out with the syllabus. I'm backing up now because I said all this already. The syllabus here is everybody has this hand-drawn letter preliminary to present today. Grace did it. I put it on the screen. Did anybody else do it out there? Anybody? Grace, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
It seems like you're the only one. You want to say something about your drawing? Oops.
Yeah, I had trouble coming up with a font, but this is what I came up with, I guess.
Okay. So, do you have a name for this font?
No, not yet.
Okay, so I'm going to send everybody this link. Maybe we'll look at it right now. I got it up because that will help you with your. I'm not going to go through it, but this is could be a lecture. What different types of fonts mean and how to use them. So everybody, I'll send you this link after class, and you could take a look at this. This might help you with coming up with a font of your choice, because these are infographics that pretty much say similar things. And one of them here that I think works really well is a slab, serif, and here's the meanings of them: important and evident, bold, factual. Sans serif, simple, sensible, straightforward, easy to read. So, and there's a serif and what the emotions that they project. That's the form of the font itself. Modern serif, high fashion, glamorous, and that. And so we go down and see all of this stuff. And what is Grace's font? What does it look like compared to these examples? Is the question that you could ask for yourself with regards to the font you're supposed to be or to be drawing for yourself. So, Grace, what do you think they look like? Slab?
Yeah, that's kind of, yeah.
Kind of.
Mm-hmm.
Important, evident, bold, impactful, attention grabbing.
Mm.
Would you say that?
Yeah, maybe.
Bold, evident, attention grabbing. Did you draw any more than this, just this one?
None of the letters were this size, but I have a lot of pages of just trying to come up with ideas.
All right, great. That's what I was hoping everybody would do. You would come up with ideas, and this link to this website might help you do that. And there's a whole bunch of different ways that this is being explained, you know, in these infographics. Where I just lit on this one. Bold or black, I mean, that's like that. But this there's a little decorative quality here. So you went through a process and came up with this one after doing some many variations, Grace, right?
Yeah.
Good. That's exactly as we would do it. It's a little, these kind of semi-serifs fall kind of into this display area as well. Would you say that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Prominent, quirky, that's quirky. Friendly. Eccentric. So there's a combo between this display direction and the slab direction, right?
Yeah.
All right, so there we're getting meaning out of this form. Agree?
Yes.
Okay, great. Everybody, that's what we're supposed to be doing today. Grace and I are doing it. So now the issue here is that you've drawn these letters, but they need to be on a baseline. So they're so you can trace them.
Okay. Well, I can redraw it.
No, I want to. I'm going through this with you. So as an example for everybody, and now I don't expect everybody to know Photoshop, but it's very easy to get this ready to come in Photoshop. But I'm going to go and demonstrate Illustrator because that's what we're working with. Here's Illustrator, and I'm going to go File, New, and I'm going to pick a landscape, and we'll go to inches, 11 by 8 now. Okay, that's just standard. We can print that out if we want to and look at it. And that's all I need to do. We don't need the color mode at all. We could, but I'll put an RGB just because we're on a computer. All right, so here we are, and there's my layer, and I want to go. I am recording this, and so you'll see this as a how I do this, and you do it for yourself. I'm going to bring this in as a place, and I'm going to bring it Oh, I gotta find it. Hmm. There it is. Now I'm going to place this. Oh, except I did it wrong because it's on that layer. Let me do this again so I get it on the, I get it in a template. Now it came in there very small because this image size is 6 by 8 by 72, so the resolution isn't very high. Illustrator resolution is very high because it's a vector program. It's not bitmap, and that's a different technology. In all of vector, like Word is a vector program. Now I'm going to bring this in as a template. I'm going to go place this, and there you see it comes in as a template, and it is locked, and it is only that big. And so I'm going to, can I make this bigger without unlocking it? Give me a second. I got to unlock it, highlight it, go to my, this is going to pick only one anchor point. So I've got to go to my selection tool. And if I hold my shift key down, yeah, that's what I wanted to do. Make this bigger because we want to make it big enough to be able to draw. All right, now my issue here is that these letters aren't on its own baseline. You could do this before you, Grace, did you just take a photograph with your phone on this?
Yeah, I just took a picture with my
All right,
phone.
that's great. So I'm going to go and put my rulers on, Windows, Show Rulers, Command R, and I'm going to take right from the ruler there, I'm going to draw a baseline and another baseline. This is the baseline, that's the X height, and these are lowercase letters. Now, my issue here is I have to make them all in a row. So I think I'm going to have to duplicate this and bring it up. Oops, I'm duplicating it more than once. Delete. That's because I had my Option key down and I duplicated it. Object, transform. Transform. Okay. Command C, Command V, or Option, drag, or right click. I don't know, I just always go Option, drag, but there must be another. Command C, Command V is another way to do it. At any rate, do Option, drag. So there I have the A and the B and the M, and I have to scale this down to get them all in. So I shift click on both, and then I'm going to shift, which will scale in proportion. So I have room enough for the, now everything's selected. I'm going to move this up, and I'm going to Option scroll to get in, space bar to move over, or use your buttons down here. And I'm not so concerned about letter spacing now, but I will be later. So we're just trying to get these all so they're the same size. And if they're not the same size, then you're gonna have to scale each one of them up. Now I have a B here that's a problem. So this M and B are on the same page. So I'm going to click on that, Option, drag. There's the B. And I got to get the N, so I'm going to go object, arrange, send to back. Oh, that didn't do it. In fact, I got too many here. I'm going to delete that. MB. Well, this is getting a little confusing. M, that B is in the wrong place. All right, so what should I do about this, Grace?
Well, you could like just crop it around the B and then place it individually.
Crop it. We have not cropped a placed image in Illustrator, have we? You could crop it in Photoshop. Understand what I'm saying? Where do I
Yeah.
crop it? Object. Where do I crop it? I can't crop that image.
Yeah, I guess I only did it in Photoshop.
See, and if I do that, it squishes it.
Mm.
So this works. These three letters. That one doesn't. I got to draw this letter and move it up, right?
Yeah, well, I can redraw it.
I know. I'm just trying to. I'm using your drawing to try to engage all the problems that everybody else is going to have, so they can solve them. You know what I mean? So I'm just using yours as an example. I got, all right, Command Z. There's another one behind here that's I don't need. So I'm going to go over here. I'm going to come up. I'm going to lock that again. I'm going to want to be on that top layer, and I'm going to roughly draw this out. Option. 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 All right. So that's that. Now we can always come back here and finesse this, right? Everybody knows because you did your letter drawing tutorial to make it beautiful. And then I want to get the inside, and I could make sure that I got it on the right spot by bringing a guide. See that this is a little off, and that's straight on. All right, so now all of this needs a little finessing. And I'm not going to finesse it right now because I'm just going to expect you guys to do that, make it perfect. And well, fill that. And I'm going to take this and object, arrange, bring the front, and shift, click. Can anybody tell me what to do to make this so it cuts a hole in it?
Command X.
Command X.
Oh no, never mind. It wouldn't Photoshop.
Okay, well, that's a keystroke in Photoshop. Command X.
You could do like a clipping mask.
Yes. Thank you. Oops. Why did that happen? I'm gonna try that again because it might be because it was the wrong one was in the front. Send to back. Shift, click, object, clipping mask, make. It clipped that off. So clipping mask isn't going to do it. Any other ideas?
Make it a compound path.
Okay, let's try that. Make. Yay. This is it. One of these would have also Pathfinder tools. One of those would have done it as well. So I got just so everybody knows, I got an issue here with that line. That's not straight line. This line. It's trying to pull a guide off of it. So set your guides up. So make sure your lines are all straight. Oh, I hid my guides by going Command : So there you can see this is all got to move over. Oops. Click off, click on to get one anchor point. I got to move this over, but I wasn't going to finesse this. And then there's a problem right here too. I see that this bulge is not quite right. So, but anyway, I did that and I chose that one so now I can come up here and put it in the right place. And now I also know that it's too big. So guide, window, guide. I can't grab the guides. View, guides. The guides are not locked. Well, let me try it again. The guides are on the template layer, and the template layer is locked. That's my problem. So the solution is put the guides on the layer number 1. So that's the X height, or is it at the top of the M, Grace? And that's higher. If that's the case, I got to have a guide right here. And this is the baseline. And then does this all have to come down?
I
Right?
think my proportions were a little off when I was drawing it.
Yeah, well, I expect that. But that's what we have. That's our next step, is to make this stuff all work together. So I've got to make these, and note that I don't have a lot of anchor points here, because the way to make this work is with as few anchor points as possible, and makes everybody's work a lot easier. If you have a whole bunch of anchor points, click, 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 you're gonna have a hard time doing what I just did, which was fixing this. That's better, right?
Yeah.
And then this, I think, and that's got to come down. And then this has got to come over. And these two, get up close, Jim, so we can see it. Got to come over. And does that come down? Now I'm finessing it. But before I finesse it, had to draw it and put it in place. And now I can come down here and finesse it. And that should be straight and in the center, I would think. Like that. And this, what do you think we're going to do here? This is kind of a weird shape. That's a handle. Do you like that, Grace?
Yeah.
Should this go up and be more of a curve or sharper? No, this has got to be a straight line. No, I don't have an anchor point here, so I've got to come over here and grab this anchor point tool or not an anchor point, a handle. Now I should be able, will I have that handle here? Yes. There's a little awkwardness going on, and I'm trying to figure it out. Does that go in like that? And this go up here, and then I put another anchor point right there and move it over. So I'm having fun, Grace, with your project. And I gotta pull this out. Gotta get closer. And you can, this path allows you to make this perfect. By the way. I think these ought to be about the same size. And now this bulge is a little bit too bulgy, I think. So I'm going to pull that in and push this off so you can see the whole thing. Click it off, click that off. Command colon. What do you think?
Yeah, that looks really good.
Anybody have any thoughts? Should this ought to be thick, hot, more thicker? Yes. And in here, can I do this with everybody's project, please? Because it's so much fun to make these shapes work. And then, what if, I don't know, do you want to change that so it's round instead of cut off?
Yeah, we can change it.
Well, let's see what it looks like. So let's go over here. I'm going to duplicate this. And instead of it being cut off, we'll come over here and make it round, which means that I'm going to go and put one anchor point right in the center. Then I'm going to come up here and delete an anchor point, and delete it, and then come over here and pull this out. Ooh, that might be pretty nice. I don't know. What do you think, Grace?
Yeah, I like that better.
So we're taking one letter and we're actually doing the stylization that you're going to apply on the rest of the letters, right?
Yeah.
So now that right there has got an edge to it. I wonder if that should be smoother. It's got a corner going on here. That's a little better curve. And now I want to measure. I'm going to go and make another layer. I'm going to lock this layer. And I'm going to do some kind of measurement here. And I could do this measurement with just a red stroke shift. Oh, this has got to be red. Oh, the stroke is black, of course. That's the fill. This is a stroke. I should know that by now. There we go. So this is just to check and see if all these strokes are the right width. So so that's like that, and this should be right because it's I did it with some guides, and it is. So let's go object, transform, rotate 90. Oh, well, somebody help me. I want to make it object, transform, rotate. 180? Really? Nobody's helping me here. This is what I wanted to do, and I wanted to do it. That's the center point. What is that, 45? Oh boy. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to check that out. And check this out. And then object, transform. No. Oh, I want to measure that. Oh. Arithmetic, anybody out there with arithmetic? What is my angle? Nobody knows. You're as bad as I am.
I think it's just 90 degrees.
That's what I thought the first time, but it didn't there. And if I use that 90, then it's not, I don't grab the handles and change the length. That's why I was trying to use this rather than just this rotate tool. But I couldn't get the arithmetic correct, at least the first time. But the second time, it was indeed 90. So I don't know. So this is showing me that the stroke is, this is too thick, right? Yes, so I gotta fix that. And I gotta unlock this. Anybody have any questions on this? This was kind of a nice demonstration. I had fun and we made it work. And then I get rid of that, I don't need that anymore. And this one is one that we threw out. There's your font. Grace? You want to say something?
Yeah, I like that better than what I did.
I do what?
I like it better than what I did.
No, well, this is what you did. I just finessed it. I just finessed it together, but this is what you did. What is this here? Is that a...
I don't know. It was supposed to be an O, but it just looked weird no matter how I did it.
Well, when you do this, it turns into a Q.
Oh.
That's not a bad idea right there. Flatten it out because you got this big slab going on here. So if you had an O that was kind of flattened out in a corner, that would work and keep your slab quality. You know
okay.
But now I'm gonna. You see this curve here?
Mm-hmm.
You got to replicate that curve everywhere else. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to option. I'm going to drag this, and I'm going to object, transform, I want to flip. I'm going to flip it, reflect it horizontally. Oh, and vertically. No. All right, so that works there. Okay, now object, transform, reflect. Oh, vertically. There. Did you get that?
Yeah.
There you got your M started right there. So now I'm going to come up here and minus. Oh, I want to cut this is really what I want to do. Where's the scissors? Scissors. I want to cut it right there and right there and delete that. And I don't need that either. Oops. It's a compound path, object, compound path, release. Now I can lock this. I can select that by itself. On compound path, they were selected both together. There. Now you got your M going on. Yay, right? That's how you do that. And all I have to do here is go option, drag. Now you got your A going on. Oops. You got it?
Yeah.
Anybody got any questions on how to do this? All right, so if you're in Photoshop and you want to solve that initial problem, this is how you do it. First of all, I've got a image size that's 6.5 canvas size. I'm going to go width, just so I have enough room, 10, and bring the. This is going to enlarge this from 6.5 to 10, and bring the image to the left-hand side, and go OK. And maybe I have enough room now. Now I have to do. I've got to make a selection here, and I'm on the background layer, and I'm going to move it. There's the B. Now, I got a problem here, right there. So I'm going to go, the keystroke would be Command, Control, J, but I'm going to go over here and Command J. I made it a new layer. Now, there's a layer, duplicate layer. I always use the command J, but there's a place where you can grab this. And I can't remember where it is. New layer. Okay. Well, Command J, made that a new layer. I got to do that with the M. Make a selection. I'm on the background. M. Make a selection. I'm on the background. Command J or Control J. I made a new layer. These are I made a new layer, but it was the wrong selection. So let's see. No. Right. Delete layer. Yes. Why don't I go and duplicate layer? All right, so I got two layers the same size. one on top of each other. That'll give me room for the M, but I can see that I need more space. So I'm going to image canvas size, and I'll put another 5 inches on that. Okay. Cancel. Width 15, not 5. Okay. Option scroll bar. And all right, so now I can go and bring my guides down from the ruler, same as in Illustrator. And oh, I gotta bring these guides down further here. This should have gone a little smoother than it's going, but I hope you get the idea. Now that is locked, so on one layer, so I got to move this up, make a selection, move to the, you can bring that to that place, Command D, take that layer and bring that over. You can see that dot. There, I have everything pretty much where I want it. Made a selection. This is all on the same layer. So I'm going to go V and move that down a little bit more. Command D. I've got that. And I'm not going to worry about the letter spacing right now. I'm going to just flatten the image. And I'm going to crop it. The crop tool allows me to grab these handles and bring in, that's the crop tool. And that's what I want up there. And then I return, check my image size, 13 by 4.4. So I could bring this in and scale it in Illustrator. I'll do that one more time just to demonstrate it. Put that on desktop so I'm not copying anything over. File, Illustrator, file, new. Place, desktop, race, template, place, and remember, I'm going to unlock that. Bring it down, lock it again. There's my starting point. Command or Control R is the rulers. And I'm not seeing the rulers. Command colon, show rulers. I'm on my layers locked, no wonder. And then we do this again. Command colon or view rulers, hide rulers, show rulers, that would be show rulers, but they're showing. Okay. All right. And then we do the same thing, right? Right. This is too big. Overall out. Okay, I did that twice. The trick here was was, if you're going to line this up in Photoshop, the thing to know is Command J. And I'm going to look for this one more time because I know it's there and I couldn't find it. I'm going to just duplicate that layer, or 2 layers, and I'm going to make a selection. And I'm going to go layer. There it is, layer by copy. Maybe I couldn't find that the first time because I was on a locked background layer, but there it is. That's a Command J, layer by copy. So there, I got that going on, and I can go edit. This is a whole nother class, but if you don't make your letters all in a row, when you're bringing your sketch out, we will have the issue that we have to fix it here in Illustrator, like we did, but I had to draw the B to move it up, or fix it in Photoshop, like we did right here, and I've recorded it, so you do have instructions. All right, so any questions? Okay. Anybody else have any letters to show?
I emailed you my letter, some of my letters.
You email it right now. Do you want to go through this? You're like, what do you want? Should I?
You don't have to because you just did hers. So.
Well, let's look at them. I want to look at them anyway.
Okay.
So I'll go over here. And I don't know, this is fun for me. The next thing we have to do is I want to go and review everybody's what they've submitted. I know that there's some shape tutorials, or type tutorials that we have to look at, because I can't really correct them from a PDF condition. But I'm going over here and see font examples, Joseph. There's nothing. Oh, here it is. Oh boy. There it is. Okay, goodbye to this.
Professor, I also emailed you my font, just in case you wanted to look at it.
Okay, Devin, yes. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna open this in Photoshop. So there we are. There we are, Joseph. We've got to get these all on the line, right? Let me. I'm hesitant to try to use Photoshop because I don't want to confuse everybody, because there's a lot of stuff we're doing, and so I'm going to bring this into. Am I right in being hesitant out there?
Yes.
Okay, because it's like too confusing, right? File, place, thumbnail, place. Oh, I did it wrong, because it's just, if I don't bring this in as a template, it's harder to draw on, because it's not grayed out. But I'm going to leave it not as a template, just to show you that you can. But right now I got to go and make I got to scale this down. So this is just on one layer. I'm gonna hold my shift key down, scale this down, and then I'm going to duplicate it. And there's the W. That's on one layer. So again, we're not worrying about the kerning. I'm going to lock that layer. I'm going to make a new layer. And then for some reason, I don't have my ruler, so that's Command R or Control R. And here is the
I don't even know why I drew a W, I'm realizing, because I could just flip the M.
you could have flipped the M. Well, yeah, that W is shaped differently than this one. And what is this? This is, we have to have lowercase. I'm trying to make it simpler for you by saying uppercase or lowercase, no mix.
I was just drawing whatever came to my mind, so that was a lowercase.
This is.
Yeah, and then the rest are uppercase.
All right, so we could take your observation and say there's 3 letters. M is 1. Upside down is a W. That makes your job easier, by the way, Joseph, because when you style this once, you don't have a challenge of styling another letter. You know what I'm saying? So I would suggest, if you're going to go uppercase, lowercase, uppercase, then do another lowercase letter. So there's a consistency in it. So let's.
That wasn't like the word. I was just writing letters.
Yeah, 2 vowels and 2 consonants. So we need another consonant.
Okay.
Right? Say something, Joseph.
Yes.
What do you suggest to do?
Just do a lowercase m.
A lowercase m. Is it going to be just a scaled down version of this?
Yeah, it can be to keep it easy.
All right. So let's take the M and see what it looks like. We have to have, oops, what happened here? We have to have that, and this is a 1/4 inch. So this one down here, see, I'm drawing your letters out by grid. That one here is going to be a 1/4 inch. So, you know, so we're doing is making these even. And then there needs to be a center point here. Right there. And this, that needs to be, I'm used to using this as a measuring device. It needs to be the same as this. So, something's wrong with my software here because I'm not seeing this. Maybe it's because there's no stroke on it. No stroke on it. Maybe that's the reason. View, preview. All right, that and that are the same size now. And so now we're building your letter, cancel, delete. And now that ought to be, should this be a quarter and this a quarter, or this a quarter and this less, an eighth? Joseph, what do you say?
I think you should make it a quarter, just so it's even.
All right, so you're really doing, you're
I kind of wanted to be like geometric.
yeah. Where are you here? You're slab, right?
Sure.
All right, so there's a quarter. There's a quarter. And then put that back in the application for me. Then I can, I gotta move my 0, 0 so I can see a quarter. There's by getting this crosshair. And then bring that out, and that's a quarter. I got a lot of lines going on here. I better.
Wait, I meant that the bottom sort of would be equal to the top.
Well, there's a quarter right there.
Yeah, and then the bottom would be a quarter too, right?
That's a quarter right there.
Yeah, but I'm saying like that, like little like lip would be farther out.
Oh, it'd be further out this way.
Yeah,
So you want it to start right here,
and then it would be like a whole block.
and that'd be there, right?
Yeah.
All right. So let's do this. So before we get too confused, let's start it here. I don't have a stroke going on, so, and you see I have this going on, but there's no stroke, so I can't see anything. So I'm going to go A, that's a keystroke, and come over here and put a stroke on, and then go back to my pen tool and come down here and go and get that slash, and that'll engage it again. So there it goes that way. We come up this way, and we come over here, we come up to here, and I'm using the guides to do it. And I didn't put a guide right there, but so I'll follow your tracing. And I come down here, and I can come down here, and I didn't put a guide there, so I'll follow your tracing there, there, there. And why do I have that? It didn't connect. I'm gonna go Command Z, A. Why didn't it connect? I don't know. But I can fix it by, I'm gonna take this off. Oops, I'm on the wrong layer. Let me back up a second. Because you need to have, you can't be on your template layer. And that's what I am on. I made a big mistake here. And I want to fix it, or else I'll have a problem. There, that little blue square means I can move that up. I'm going to lock that. And now I'm going to turn it off. Now I've got it right. So be careful. Don't make the mistake I just did, because it's going to make it a lot harder to draw. And where was I? Oh, I was, I'm going to lock that and take the eyeball off. I was up here joining these. And I'm going to go, just to make it easier to see, I'm going to go to outline, and that is my guide, and it's in the way. So I'm going to go Command : Now I can really see this. Now I'm going to select this and pick one of these and make sure that indeed, see, they didn't join. So I'm going to we've done this before, but this is good way of doing it again. I'm going to select both of those, go to object, path, average, both, okay. Oh, okay, well, problem is I got off my baseline, but I can fix it. Path, join. Now, finished all that, I'll go view, preview, and command colon or view guides show. And I can see when I average them, it pulled that anchor point halfway up to the other one. So I can just bring that back down. Oops. This is how perfect this can be. That was 1 pixel jump. I got to draw, it's a half pixel. And there I go with half a letter. And all the other guides are back on this on the template. So it would be great if you remember to be working on a layer above the template, or if you don't do a template like I did not do here, you put the guides there and on the upper layer. It'll be easier to see, because then I can take eyeball off without taking all the guides off. Without taking the guides off, but I got a problem here because of that. At any rate, we can work on that. So there's half a letter. Now, so I can take that half letter now and go object, transform, reflect, and preview horizontally. Preview. Why is it not horizontally? Oh. Now I need somebody with arithmetic coming on here. Geometry. Who's got geometry skills? Vertically. Preview. Oh, nobody's helping me.
Wouldn't it just be 180?
Let's say that again.
Wouldn't it just be like 180?
180. All right, let's try that. See, I'm guessing. I can't think about it. Preview. Copy. Oh, I didn't have the whole thing selected. Oh, let me try that again. Reflect. There we go. Copy. 90. Copy. We got them together. It's easier than I'm making it, everybody. It's easier to do this than I'm making it. So now that I got this going on, I want to cut these. I'm going to go view, outline, and cut these. Let me see what happened here. The problem right here is that I've got to get rid of that anchor point and that anchor point. And now I can come back up here in object, path, average, both, object, path, join. That's a keystroke, Command J. Same keystroke as in Photoshop, new layer. Spacebar. We've got to get rid of these anchor points. What happened there? A point to the left, we've got to clean it up. Select both of those, object, path, average, both, object, path, join. So now, at least in this, we are understanding why you had to do these 2 tutorials to begin with, but you couldn't do this just out of the gate. So now we got that. What do you think of that, Joseph? Nothing. Do you like it?
Yeah, I said it was amazing.
No, I didn't hear you. All right, so, oh, wait a minute. I'm gonna take the stroke off. The stroke makes it a little letter, the letter a little bit thicker according to the stroke. Now that's what we have. And I'm on this top layer now. I'm gonna just check some of these things. If I would have had these guys on this layer, I could. No, they're right. So the question here is there some awkward here? Anybody? No comment?
It was kind of awkward looking.
Is that why?
Maybe the it's like just
This is, I'm going Command Z, undo. Oops. Command Shift Z. I'm going to do this. I'll take this letter. I'm going to copy it. And this is how you can tell if you're making it better or not. Like the same thing we did for Grace. And I think part of the problem in my eye is that there's the relationship between these angles are what is awkward. This is just my arrow key going up. And so I'm trying to do that angle up here or something like that. Parallel, that's what it's trying to do. Is it make it parallel? Can it be parallel? That's the question. Is that parallel, Joseph?
I don't think so.
All right, so let's go. It's very much about eyeballing. I'm on another layer and I'm going to go and do a rectangle. I'm estimating, and I'm going to make this just a color so I can see. And I'm going to get this angle in, and this is like making this parallel, right? So I got to go unlock that, lock that, come down here to make that parallel. I'm going to go like that. I'll take that off. That's parallel. Am I going anywhere with this? Object, transform, reflect. I don't need to make that a copy. That's at 90. Okay. Now I can come over here and make this parallel. Take the anchor point off and now we can take this eyeball off and say, is it better?
I just think I designed an ugly letter.
Well, you could say either say I intend it to be awkward or let's fix it. You could both of those are valid answers. Now the problem here is that's got to get fixed as well in my eye. So I'm going to grab this here and Does that go straight up? Maybe it goes straight up. Oh. I'm just getting these 3 anchor points. Oh. What is better?
I mean, I like the one to the right better.
How about anybody else?
I was trying to be interesting, but
I don't know. I kind of like the one on the left. I like the angles a little bit more. The one on the right's a bit like, it reminds me of like a font you'd see at like a high school or a college football game more.
Let's go Michigan, right?
that's
All right. So, Nick, you wanted to do something awkward, so we got to go more awkward then. Let's try it this way. See that you can go either way. Let's make it more awkward. There's no right or wrong way. There is just a better or less way. How do you like that?
That's hideous.
Really? Does anybody like? I like that.
It's definitely unique.
Yes, it is. Grace, tell me your opinion. Which one do you like the best?
I like the one on the right better.
It's not, the one on the left is just not a font anyone would use.
Oh, I could show you all kinds of fonts that are hideous and people use them. Just look online on decorative fonts. This is here. I'm going to get more source material out here. We're down in this area, grunge or decorative. You know, would anybody use that font? It's somebody drew it.
Those are the kind of fonts you just use one letter. Like you don't even write a word.
Yeah, but they design an entire alphabet about it. You have to, this is kind of like your favorite font. It has to resonate with you, like it could resonate with you personally. Usually that's what, when you're doing something like this, that's so you kind of identify personally with this font. Where are we going with this? That's where you were. This is actually interesting because this is doing what the exaggerated version is doing, right? And if you go more conservative, it's let's go Michigan. Joseph, what are you going to do?
I think I might just redesign it completely.
Redesign it completely? Did you do it?
I'm questioning the geometric.
Okay, did you do any sketches previous to this? Is this a first try?
That was just the first try.
Oh, well, the idea is that you do, a number of versions. You can see how, I mean, this is a good exercise because you can see how this could go in two different ways, right?
Yeah.
And so you're saying, I want to try this again, another version.
Yeah.
Okay, good job. You try it out. So I'm going to go, somebody else we could do this with somebody else. Who else had sent me something? Nobody's speaking up. Devin, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Sorry, my microphone was acting up.
Okay. I'm going to do yours. Is that all right?
Yep, sounds good.
Because I think this is a good exercise that everybody can see how this stuff works. So goodbye, Joseph. We'll see you next week. And I'm going to go file. Oh, I got to get this out here. in file, new, inches, create, and all right, this time I'm going to do it right. I'm going to, did I get this all off of here? Yes. I'm going to go file, place, template, place, lock, and oh, it's really giant. So let's scale it down. Oops, I gotta unlock it. Direct selection tool. This is the scale. Yeah. I hold my shift key down. Here. If you take a photograph of it straight down, it won't be warped like it is. Devin, you want looking at a vertical.
Sorry.
Well, next time we'll make it easier to do because it's you know, we've got a baseline thing going on. So I'm going to do this. You know, duplicate this. So I keep my hand on the option and I'm duplicating more than once. So let me get up closer. Just approximate this. And now we are I keep Command R ruler and I pull a guide down. We are have to guess at this. I'm going to do the A. Is that all right? That's a
Yeah,
hard.
that sounds good.
That's the hardest one. So
Okay.
I wonder if, and it's also the flattest one to the camera when you took a photograph of it. You know what I mean? And I want,
Yeah.
oh, here I did it. I'm going to get rid of these here. I did this again. I got rid of, I put the guides on the wrong layer. Lock that, put the guides on this layer. And I wonder if I could do this. See, this is almost a square. Rounded rectangle. If I go and go from the center, I can save myself some drawing, and that's pretty neat. And I could option, I'm gonna go to my selection tool, option, let's put a stroke on this so we can see it. Option, drag. Now I can go and shift. And what I want to do is make sure these are dead center on top of each other. And look at that point. Oh, I can actually do this without having to go back and forth. I can do this with guides. They're still kind of got a guess. There, it goes away when I pull the guide out. There, that's the center point. So this one here, That's good. And of course, we can do this perfect by getting up closer. I can go, because that's like less than a half pixel. Yeah. So it's all about craftsmanship. Not all about craftsmanship. It is about craftsmanship. So here we go. We got that. And I could fill it and do a compound path and make that work, but I want to do the rest of the letters first. So I need to know, the next thing is this issue, because this is going to be really thick. We really want that thick. I'm going to go and do another layer to discover that. Another layer, I'm going to lock this here, and I'm going to draw this right on top of it. So, or maybe I'll draw, well, no, I got to start to draw them because I want to make, now this layer, this is locked layer, so I'm not drawing on that. I'm drawing on an empty layer. And I could, okay, I'll start here. And I'll come up here. That's the back side of it, Command Z. And I cannot stand green because I can't see it, so I'm going to make it another color. That would be the oh, okay. See, that turned orange. So let me start over. And oh, I remember I got that guide on that layer and it's locked, so that's why I couldn't move it. I want to make it perfect. And there we go. Now I'm going to go in the top layer, and maybe to make it easier to understand, I'll draw it first here. And I won't even draw the curves. I'll wait later to draw the curves because I'm roughing this out. Because you can always come in and finesse later. You know, that is a oh, we're gonna have to have a stroke on there. That is a solid. Let's select the whole thing, roughed out, just because I wanted to make sure I guessed at it, and it's perfect. This is could move that much further in, and that goes right there, and this goes right here, and that's got to be a straight line. As goes this. Oh, and finesse this later. So now the reason I did this way is I wanted to see, I'm going to fill this. That's wrong. I'm going to fill this. I'm going to fill this. Fill. Got the strokes going on. Fill. And I better do this. I gotta do this compound path to be able to see what which means I'm gonna have to come up and redo it later, but to see how that top of that stroke is gonna work. So view, preview, object, compound path, make. All right, so now all of that was to find out, to ask this question. We're going to put curves and stuff on the top. Let's take the command : does That look right or that? Devin? Devin, are you there?
Yes, Professor?
Yes. Which one
You
do
said
you?
my name?
Yeah, I'm asking which one. There's your letter. Do
Yeah.
you like it that way, or do you like it anywhere in between, or like that?
Yeah, I like it more over like that.
You
I
do.
think that looks better.
All right. So the problem here was, and I kind of anticipated it. Was that this black? That black is too much black, right? That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you think it ought to go and be right on top of it, right?
Yeah, I'd say I like where it is right there.
All right. Well, does everybody else have any opinion on this? Let's make it. Let's go over here and make these curves curvy. Oh, before I do that, I'm going to take this off because I don't know that we need that right now. And I'm going to come up here and pull these guides out and do some measurements on this. That is make another layer to do my measurements, and I'll make that stroke here red. And this oops, better go back to one place, too thick. That is that thick. Should this be this thick, Devin?
Yeah, I mean that looks good.
Well, no, wait a minute. It's either it's that this is the thick part of this stroke, and this also happens to be the same. Oops, it's not. So all of these got to be consistent. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They can't. They either have to be a lot different or consistent. They can't be a little different. You follow me? This is like advice to everybody, by the way.
Yeah, it makes sense.
So if I have this red rectangle and it is that wide, then that ought to be, oh, I better make this a square. All right, let me try this again. If I go, I'll use this as my starting point. Shift makes it a square because I'm trying to make it consistent so I don't have to twist it around like I did that other one, where I couldn't get the angles right. Perfect. Perfect. Because I did measure it, I remember. Almost perfect. Let's get this guide. This is good what we're doing because it's showing everybody that you got to be precise. You can't be, you got to have good craftsmanship. So now the question here is that. So would you agree with me, Devin, that this has got to be thicker?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to come down here and use I'm going to lock that measuring device and I selected both of those. Get up closer. And they're not quite, because I did this rough, right? Not quite vertical. So there, now I'm going to make it better. So that is what we have now. and you have one item right there that, does that stay that way? Let's look at your template.
No, that should be thicker too, right?
Well, it depends. It depends on what you say, if it should be thicker or not. Let's, because if it's thicker, it's going to change your design, because it'll fill it like that. You don't understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand.
Which, let's try it out. Let's try it out. I'm going to go like this, and make a copy so we can see what you like the best. And now I'm going to go in, I don't have to have all these anchor points, so I'm going to delete that and just bring this one down. And I can delete that one as well. Fewer anchor points, the better. Makes for cleaner drawing. That was Command colon, turn this guides on and off. All right, I'm fussy. Uh-oh. Yeah, it's perfect. So which one do you like better, Devin?
I actually like the first one better.
You like the first one better. Okay, that's why we
Yeah.
have to do this. So let's go over here to this first one, and let's put the curves on it. I wonder, I could actually duplicate that curve and move it and cut and paste. We did that, demonstrated that. Or I could do it this way, which is more eyeball-y. Oops. Oh. To do this, all right, so there's an anchor. Let's check this circle, see what the anchor point. See, there's an anchor point there, an anchor point there. I put an anchor point right in the center, and I should do it this exact same way, which is add an anchor point there and there, and delete this, and then, oh, I cut it. I want to just go to the minus anchor point and delete. So I still have that path going on. And then I want to go going the wrong way all the time and match that curve. Always going the wrong way. And these handles will be equal for an equal curve. So that works. Now I'm going to go back to that was a curve on your drawing. So you had a curve in here too. Let's go and do the curve here, which is to say I want to add anchor point. I'm missing it. Add an anchor point right right there, and right there. This is eyeballing it. It's a little quicker than actually copying and moving and joining again. We can make it perfect. And then view, preview. You had curves on the center. These are curves as well. All right, so I'm going to take this A, which is 2 parts, and I'm going to duplicate it down here so I can compare. And I'm going to come up here again, and do that, try it again. So this is going to be a shorter curve. Oh, why? Select it. It's there. So add a anchor point. As long as I'm going to add anchor point, put it over here as well. Want them to be even. That one's not. Let's move over shade because I'm just being perfect. Oh, and I want to delete this one. Delete this one. And then go to the anchor point tool and pull that out. Oops, wrong way. Pull that out. I hate to overlap, I hate that to happen, but it's such a small space. Must, I suppose. All right, well, let's look at that. View, preview. So, Devin, do you like the top one here or the bottom one?
I think, yeah, that bottom one is definitely the best one.
All right, so let's go and let's finish this then by going view, outline, and we have to merge these. I wonder if I can merge this. Oh, I wonder if I can merge it like object, compound path, make. Now it's one object. Well, that's a solution. Let's go look at it. Oops, Cypher did that. That's kind of interesting. Funny. So that compound path didn't work. Release.
Yeah, we'd have to do the shape builder.
I think so. Oh, the shape builder. Oh, perfect. Command Z, there. I wish you could do that. Let's try that. I don't use the shape builder tool much, but that might be perfect. Yay! It worked.
Very nice.
I was going to use it. See, the shape builder is a relatively recent, and I'm an old guy, so I would have gone straight to the Pathfinder tool. So what do you think of that?
I like it. It looks really nice.
All right. Now, you had a little niche here. Remember?
Yeah.
It doesn't. We got rid of that niche.
Yeah, because we slid the piece over.
Yeah.
It was
so
further.
we can look at it because we copied it. We can see what it looks like. You can't do that there unless you made it round here. That's a possibility. You think that ought to be round? Maybe. Let's see it. Oh, I'm going to go and duplicate this again because then we can compare. Let me do it easier if I outline it. And I can tell I got to be exactly that far over. So add it there. Oh, do that again. Add it here. Delete that. I almost got it. Oh, I think it's right here. Oh, I got to go to the anchor point and pull that handle out. And there we go. View, preview. Which one do you like the best? This one or that one?
I'd say the second one.
Is this the second one?
Yeah, yeah. I think it makes more sense because now all the
Yay! Good job. Except you got to do it now.
yeah.
Can you do it?
I think so.
All right, great. Well, now then these solutions, whatever these solutions are you got to apply them to the rest of it, right?
Yeah.
So here's a this is all the same width except for let's look at this. That and that are not the same. That's not the same width. Oh, we got to go down to our final one. Get up close. That's the same width. That's the same width. That's the same width. But that isn't. You see this?
Yeah.
Now, that is, if that was the same width, we'd end up like this, and you didn't want that. So you have introduced another variable, which is that width. And that is going to probably show up as solutions there and probably here. Follow me?
Yeah.
So you have three widths. No, two, which is that right there, and this one that right there, right? And you'll use those same measuring, just like I've done. It's a good way to do it, to build the rest of these letters. This one, the C is going to be really easy because all you have to do is go like this and extend it and then cut it off right here. You know what I mean? I'll do it for you. Simple. Simple, except for we got to do it, which would be view, outline, scissors, and I'm going to cut there. Oh, I'm on the wrong layer. Which layer is this on? Not that one. Not that one. That one. Be on that layer. Lock the rest of these. Scissors. And I'll cut it right there. Delete. Delete. Space bar. Scissors. Delete. Delete. Or no, cut, click, delete. Oops, got the wrong one. Command Z, that's what I want, delete. Oops. Command Z, I'm going too fast. Maybe my scissors didn't work. Oh, they didn't work over here. I went too fast, but I got a lot of Command Z's going on. So I can Command Z a whole bunch of times. And let's do the scissors thing again. Click. Click. Delete. Delete. All right. Now all I have to do is click on that, and I'll click on them both. And hit Shift. And go 10 pixels at a time. And say, maybe I want to have a guide out here. Oh, Command colon. And, all right. Okay. Why can't I get out of this? Oh no. All right. Don't show again. Okay, fine. I've got too many anchor points here. That's another one. You got to get rid of all those extraneous anchor points. Oh, Command colon, so I can select it. Object, path. I don't want to add. I don't want to join. That's, oh no, I can't do it that way. It's going to join this. It's going to go. The last one selected will pull the first one over. So I have to go and select this. That slash means I'm engaging the path, and then I'm going to come down here and join it this way. This little circle, well, it's not quite a circle, it's kind of a rectangle. That means I'm joining there. That's that. And then we're done with the C as you've drawn it. Join now, of course. Something happened. That didn't join. Or that didn't the path didn't join. I went too fast. So now I'm gonna have to do it this way. Uh-oh. There is more than one anchor point there. This is tedious, I understand. And you have to have an aptitude for tediousness if you're going to do any kind of this kind of work. Object, path, join. Now it's joined because that circle showed up. And now I can move this where it's supposed to be. I can eyeball it. I would use a guide. But there was the easy way to do the C. Devin, how you doing?
I'm doing good. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense.
All right, so can you roll with this? You can have this video as a backup, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
All right, so is anybody else out there want to have some participation? Makina, how you doing? Rochelle?
Good. I was about to email you my sketch. If
Your
you want.
sketch. Okay. Rochelle, how you doing? Nick, how you doing?
I'm
Devin.
all right.
Okay, good. You got any sketches?
No, I'm still working on it.
Okay. Devin,
Yeah.
you have some stuff that, some issues, don't you? On your,
Yeah, with the shape techniques, I think.
um, I'm gonna jump over there. One of the other things I wanted to do today was this, what we've been doing, because I think it is going to help, because you're really starting to do something now. And then try to help people that are having issues with these tutorials. Oh, give me a second. I can't see. I can't remember where everybody's at all at once. So I am going to come over here and talk. I'm talking to Devin. Both the shape techniques and the type techniques, Devin, are not finished. Do you know that?
I know the type techniques aren't finished. The shape techniques was what we were emailing about. I didn't understand what was wrong with them.
Okay, so let's go shape techniques. February 23rd is the last time we talked about this. Okay, so you're with me? You're missing a pair here.
Oh, I forgot to put the pair there. Okay.
Right. I sent you a copy. You see that there's no rule here. I sent you a couple times the instructions on this. I'm going to show it to you here.
Yeah, I'm not sure like what the rule is.
I'm going to show it to you. I sent you this as an instructions in my copy. All right, so you did all of this stuff. And this is that is supposed to have, see that box? That box is a 1-point rule that is, the instructions say it's 3 by 3 inches. This is a 3 by 3 inch rule box, and the elements relate to this box. And this here is symmetry. So I'm using only a square, a circle, and a triangle to make something symmetrical. Is that you got it? Any questions on that?
No, that makes sense.
All right. So here I've got 2 boxes here. One is asymmetry, This is symmetrical, using only a primitive circle, square, or triangle, and the other is a photograph that is asymmetrical. So let's see what you've done here. So
Yeah, I had one picture for both because it demonstrated the symmetric and the asymmetric.
you're missing a box, 3 by 3 inch box on both of these. One box over here. The concept way that you've done this is symmetric. That's somewhat asymmetric. I agree with you. So that concept is clear, but your presentation isn't following the instructions right here. You've got those instructions more than once.
Okay.
And you need to be able to follow instructions if you're going to do any kind of design or work. And they're all here, and I'll give them to you. So anyway, I give you it visually. Sometimes artists are can see the visual solutions better than following instructions in words. I understand that because I am like that. But this is, you're supposed to have one box over here, asymmetry, one box, photograph from nature, asymmetry, photograph from nature, scale change, using the primitives, scale change on this box. There's a box, 1-point rule, that's supposed to be within that, because that parameter tells you, allows for something to be the scale of change or symmetry or asymmetry, that border, static pattern made by primitives. Let me see. I got lost. I lost your file. There it is. These are not primitives, Devin. It's supposed to be black and white. Again, the box thing going on. That's not a primitive. You get where I'm going with this, please?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you have something reset. What's the word? Irrelevant, supportive, and dominant. What's dominant here? And it's got to be primitive.
Dominant is the shapes in the middle. Well, they are primitive shapes. I just combined them. I didn't know if that was.
That's all right. I'll take that.
Yeah, so the dominant is the center, and then the supporting are the circles in the corners.
What's irrelevant?
I'm not sure.
All right, so that's 3 things. Use all 3 primitives. Here's the instructions. Create a dynamic composition that has a clearly articulated hierarchy of information. And the hierarchy of information is the biggest, the most loudest is dominant. And then another square, circle, or triangle is supportive. And another one is inconsequential, meaning it doesn't relate. So the problem here is that this is not dynamic either. It's symmetrical. So we've got to be dynamic, expressing those 3 words. So we're trying to bring meaning to form. And again, we're doing it here. Night. I'm going too fast. Day. Night. Well, okay, that works. I get it. Day. Night. That works. This. Do you have any other questions on this, or you get this? We're going with it.
No, I get this now.
Can you finish this and catch up?
Yeah, I can do that.
All right. So, you have the type techniques going on here, but I have to be able to see everybody's type technique, because I can't tell if you've done this. You've got to show it to me. I can't do this as a PDF. If I had it as a Illustrator file, I could check. So do you want to take the screen and show me this?
Yes, just a second.
Professor, I think I also sent you mine on PDF. Should I go ahead and send it to you as a copy? Or what do you want me to do?
I want to come to you and are you talking about the
shape techniques.
yeah, I want you to demonstrate it online on that screen.
Okay, I'll demonstrate it.
Yeah, but I'm working with.
I know. Whenever
you next. Make co-host Devin, are you there? Can you do this?
Yeah, I'm there.
Stop share.
No, it says.
Okay, go on.
Sorry, it says you disabled the participant screen sharing.
Try it again.
Oh, now can you see it?
Yes.
Okay. You mentioned for this one that I forgot to do my own, but this is my own right here.
Number 6 is empty. Read instructions. Number 6, you do this and you do your own version. I did 5 versions. You do 1. That would be number 6. Could you highlight that pink, something in the pink, that pink type?
Yeah, this pink type is this is what I was explaining to you. It's like available. I can use it, but for some reason it's highlighted. I don't think it's downloaded.
No, it isn't. So you have to change the font for yourself. So just highlight the font with a text tool.
With the text tool?
Yeah. You're not in the text tool. That text. Click Command A. All right, now go character and pick a font, a sans serif font that you have on your machine. You don't have Helvetica Bold.
Yeah. Hold on. Hey, did someone just knock?
There. Pick another font.
You can come in.
Can you choose another font from the character window?
I'm sorry, Professor. We're just having an apartment issue. My roommate was just knocking. Okay, what was that? So Helvetica Bold I can't use. I have to pick a different one.
Right, you gotta pick a different font.
Does it matter which? It needs to be sans serif.
A sans serif font is all you need to pick. Any one you've got. All right, now, could you do this correctly? I'm going to suggest something that I like to do so you learn how to do this, because you need to know how to do it to finish this class. Go to the quick, highlight that, put your cursor right up, right behind K of quick. Click. No, put it in there so you can type.
Oh.
All right, now type everything else. Brown fox jumps over lazy dog. Just keep typing all of that. It's rolled up. We're going to make the box bigger.
Okay. So I finished typing. Do I have to
open the box up?
I have to go to direct selection for that?
Well, the selection tool, that's for the item. Okay, now you can move that box so it's not on top of that other type. And delete brown fox jumps over, delete the rest of that stuff, blow it. Get rid of that, delete, 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 delete. All right, now take that sentence and make what you have just deleted over again by keeping it in the same text box. So do a return.
Like this?
Yeah, hit return. No, Command Z. You don't want to. You want to make a new line, not delete it. Command Z.
I don't think it's big enough. That's why it's.
Oh, okay. You got your letting. Go to your characters. Command Z. You see your point. You got 237 point space between the lines right there.
Oh.
Make that. No, just type it in there, or go do that. Go to make it 12 or something. Not 48. 12. All right. Now you got to go highlight everything. Go Command A. Now make that 12. There we go. So now you want to go and put, the 4 different lines by hitting return within one text box. So the brown fox, then you do a return after brown fox, right? Okay, so now you're setting this up. This is the right way to do this. You got to get it out of all those separate boxes because you'll never.
Well, in the instructions, it said to make it separate boxes.
Well, I could be saying this wrong, but the separate boxes are for the 6 different steps. You know what I mean? Like you're doing.
Oh, I thought the instructions said that each word should be in a different box.
All right, if they said that, I should have told everybody that it's going to make it easier in the future if you try to keep these lines in the same box, because that's how you set type. And we're going to come to that in the future. So I'm using this as a way to get you to do it, and everyone, if they did it that way, is not wrong. And I can't tell that you've done it one way or the other unless you put it on the screen. So it's not wrong that you have solved the problem, but not the way that you would solve it if you were actually designing this type for a product or something. Understand?
Yeah, I understand.
So I wanted to get you to jump over that hurdle because in the future you'll have to be able to do it this way. But
Okay.
you handed in, I didn't say it was wrong on this. All I said was that you didn't finish it. Number 6, do your own version.
This is my own version right here. I must have forgotten. This is mine right here. I must have forgotten to recreate one of yours.
Let's check. No, go back to the instructions. That isn't your version. It's mine. I got the instructions. I'll show it to you.
I don't think I have the instructions anymore. I'll have to go to the.
Well, you got it in your, you have it in your, in the box on a school box. You got it, you have it in there, and I've sent it to you twice after that. But we don't have to go there now because you can check that out. I want to go back to and check your go to I think we're done with this. We can go to another page, which would be the type specimen sheets. Good. There. That's what I want to talk about. Can you highlight the Helvetica and change that font so it's a font you have. Highlight it and show me. Change the font, but I need to see the character.
Like, would this one work? It's sans serif.
12/12. That's the next box to your right.
Next box, this one?
Yeah, that's leading. 12/12. Type it in there. All right, it's 12/12. Now, that's right. So you got to back up a little bit so I can see the whole screen. Now we want to look at the measure, so I have to be able to see it. All right, so go to your rulers.
These rulers?
Yeah, click on the ruler. Click on the ruler. Hold your right mouse button down. On the ruler. Click on the ruler. Hold your right mouse button. I'm just checking to see if you're in Picas. All right, that's great. So now go to your crosshair, the 00, that crosshair, and pull it out to the left margin of the font we're talking about. There. And now let's go. I can't see it. I gotta move the page to the left. And now you want to go. You were working on Helvetica 12/12/24. You got to pull another guide out to be 24 picas on the right-hand side of the text box. That's you got to. There's gonna be
Like this?
a vertical guide, not a horizontal guide. You're measuring the left-right length of the. Yeah, drop it right there. So now I don't see those guides. So go Command : or view guides. There we go. We need a guide on the right-hand side. That's the 00. The guides come right from the rulers. That changes. There we go. 12/12/24. So there's 0. Now we can look at it. You can see, go up and put your cursor right at 24. Your type does not meet that edge. Follow me?
Oh, now I understand. Okay.
Yeah, you got to get out of your text tool. You got to be in your direct selection tool to move all this around. So move
I
that
have
to
to bring this.
24. There.
And this needs to be,
Yay.
and all of them need to
12/12/24. Pike.
be. And then this one needs to be 28.
Yeah, but let's go back. I want to go check the ruler again. Go back up, make sure you're on picas. Check the ruler. Right click. Picas, yes. So we're set. So you got to be on picas because the measurement of left right is 24 and 28. And that's 28. And then you want to check the point size. You know how to do that now, Devin? Point
Yeah,
size.
the point size for the font.
Yeah, make sure it's 10/14/28 times Roman. Do all of that because I didn't think that you
This
were
is 10.
over.
This is 14.
Okay, get that there. Beautiful. Yay, Devin. Thank you. We solved the problem.
Yes, thank you for your help, Professor. Let me save this.
So now what you want to do is check all of that and resubmit it and you get credit, okay?
All right. Thank you, Professor.
All right. Yay. Okay, so we're Alejandro, did you speak up a minute ago?
Yeah, I mean, I'm here. I send you my shape techniques done. If you want to go over them with me.
Why don't you just show me right now.
Yeah, I'll show you definitely. Someone, it says host disable participant screen sharing.
Okay,
So-
now you're ready.
Right. So my work, here's the PDF done.
Okay, that looks good.
This was my pair.
Lovely. Keep scrolling.
You got it? Okay.
Yep.
Good. So I deleted this second page. Because there was something in there that I didn't want it. And then here's my shape builder.
You're in Illustrator right now?
I am, yeah. This
All right,
is
click
the,
on that object. Click on it.
got it.
Beautiful. Okay, keep going.
Um,
All right, that works. All that works. Scroll
Okay.
down.
great.
Beautiful. Keep going.
Okay. Here you have the elements of design.
All right, the number one, that's not static. That's off to the left. Center those two. Center in a dead center. Right next to each other. You see, you got more space on the right than the left.
Where?
The white space on the right is.
Oh, I see.
If it's center, it's dead center.
So is there an option for me to do this way and then like center it?
No, you got to center it.
Um,
Here, I'll show you how to. If you want to do it perfectly, here's how to do it.
yeah, how do I do that?
Well, back up a little bit so I can see it. All right, click on the box. The rule, the box.
What, this?
Yes, you see that center point, anchor point, right in the center. That's your center point. If you wanted to put a guide right on top of that, then you'll know the center point. Those two circles have to be along the vertical axis of that center point. You got to pull a guide out from the ruler. You know where that is? A vertical
Here?
guide. Yeah, from right. No, go in right inside the ruler. The ticks of the ruler.
I don't know how to do that. Can you help me with that?
Yeah, go to the ruler.
Okay.
Go to put your cursor on 1/2 the numbers. That's the toolbox, the ruler.
Where's the ruler?
Do you see 0 there? Do you see 4? Do you see 1/2? Do you see 1?
Oh, here?
Yeah, that's a ruler.
Got it.
All right, so that's a horizontal guide. Click and drag right there. Click and drag. Click, hold, and drag.
I'm doing it. I don't know what's
Yeah,
not
well, you
working.
got to drag down. There, you put a little teeny guide there. There,
Oh,
there's a guide.
here?
Yeah, well, wherever. I'm just showing you how to get the guides out. Now go to the vertical
Got it.
wheel on the
Okay, I
left.
guess this one, yeah.
Yeah, and click and drag. Yeah, now we got it. Now go to right to that center point of that. That's now you're gonna have to let go to get to highlight that box again.
Okay.
Click.
There, no? Yeah, I just clicked that.
Well, you're highlighting the guide, not the box.
There you go.
There. So now I can pull that guide out right on that center. Got to remember where that point was.
No, it's not working. Wait,
It'll work. You just got
I know what you're saying.
Okay, good. There, perfect. Now center those two pieces of geometry on that. There,
I got it.
you got it. Yay, you
Boom.
got it. Yay. That's symmetry.
Boom. Okay, great.
And then we learned how to use these guides a little bit.
Yeah.
Here, I'm going to say something else about the guides. It's in the video. Go Command : or Control :
Can you repeat that again?
Control : if you got a PC.
No, I have a Mac.
Command :
Command C.
no, colon. Those are 2 dots, right hand side of your keyboard.
Okay.
There, you hid the guides. Hit it again. Now you know the keystroke.
Got it.
Very useful.
Got it.
All right, I can't see your screen. There we go. I can see now.
Okay, great.
Asymmetry, dynamic. All right, I'll take that. That's somewhat asymmetrical and dynamic.
All right.
Let's see, we'll back up a little bit because I can see the whole thing.
Does that work?
Well, we gotta move to the right. You're cropping off a little more. There, I can see everything. Okay. Scale change. Yay, scale change. Static pattern. Yay, static pattern. Could go over everything, but that's all right. I'll take it. Dynamic repetition. Dynamic repetition. Okay, yay, dynamic.
Boom.
Emphasis of negative space.
I have a, so someone's calling me. It's about work. Can you just give me 1 second? Hello? Okay, can you give me the call in 5 minutes, please? Give me a call back in 5 minutes. Okay, thank you. Bye. Okay, professor, now we can go.
All right. What is a negative space on the number 6?
Yeah, so my negative space was here because of this negative.
I don't know if everybody would agree with that. What's negative? The triangles or the white?
The white.
Okay, I'll take that. What's
Great.
positive? The one down below it.
Yes.
Number 7. What's positive?
What's positive? Definitely the triangle.
Okay, good job. Let's keep going.
Good.
Um,
You want to go? You want me to keep going?
yeah, let me see. No, wait a minute. Hierarchy of visual information. What's supportive
This.
and what's dominant?
I can't remember which. This.
What is useless? What is not necessary? What is
No, actually, this was the useless one, and this was the dominant, and this was the supportive.
okay? I'll take that.
Yeah, I just remember.
You just remembered. You got to be able. What we're doing here is trying to read form. It's like reading words. You're reading.
Well, I did this like 5 days ago, and I'm obviously I didn't remember what I did 5 days ago. So reading it now, I don't know. I had a better idea that obviously this was supportive, this was
Okay,
dominant.
I'm just trying to make a point here. Is that
I know.
you know when you go to the museum and then you look at a painting, well, you don't have to know what is the story of that painting. You read it right
Right.
through your eyes, and because it's absolutely still and it conveys information by the form itself, and that's the point of what this is about. That's just the point of it. Okay, so oppositional compositions. Let me see. Lonely. Okay, so let's scroll down.
Can you see?
I can't see the word.
Oh, you can't see the word?
Oh, you got to move it to your right. You got your palettes are in the way. Or
I mean-
back up, make it smaller. There, together. Okay, so close enough. But here, let's grab one of those circles there.
Give me 1 sec. Okay, now I'm back.
Right?
Number one.
Grab a circle and move that circle so it touches. There, that's to get more together. Grab another circle.
And do you want me to touch it?
Yeah, I'm just making it more that word of together. Understand?
Right.
Okay, so that's fine, good enough, just as long as you get it.
Like that? Better?
Yeah, that's better. But
Okay.
you're getting it. That's what the point is. Let's go up to lonely. All right, so grab all those circles up there. Just take them all and delete them.
Oh, you want me to delete them?
Yeah, just delete them. Delete them. Delete the big circle. No,
Okay.
not Command Z. That's lonely.
Okay,
That's
just one.
lonely. There's nobody in the room, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good job. Yay!
Woo!
So you just sent me this, right, Alejandro? Are you there? Did you go away? Did you go to work?
Okay, no. It's sorry. I'm just handling some work stuff, man. I'm gonna send this one to you again. And do you want me to send it as a PDF or
Yeah, send it as a PDF because we went over it.
all right. And then I'm gonna, I don't know, work on the next ones, the letter forms that I have to do.
All right, good.
All right.
I remember.
What?
So we're done with that. I'm gonna go
guess.
on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go.
Yeah. I
on.
mean, I'm done with the shape techniques. I don't know.
All right. So let me see.
Or you're saying that the letter thing was due today?
You have the or the deadlines all on the syllabus, and you can take a look at that. And I'm going to accept tutorials, etc., throughout the semester. So if you're behind, a lot of people are behind. I'll accept it and give you the grade because
All right.
of the situation we're in. But
All right, I appreciate that.
if you keep up, you'll probably do better. But that's really up to you guys. But I'm not going to make any penalties on late projects or late tutorials. I got
Professor,
Yes.
I don't know if you want to go back to this or not, but I sent you my font stuff.
Oh, yeah, I want to go back to that. But first of
I
all,
emailed it to you.
okay, I'm gonna go get it. But look what we got here. We got Dariana got a 59. How did everybody else do? Somebody else sent me something that got a better grade.
That's the old one.
That's the old one. Oh,
Yeah.
How did you do on a new one?
I got a 91 on the font one.
Oh, yay! Did everybody do the font one?
Yes.
Yes? How'd you do?
I think I got a 72.
Grace, how'd you do?
I think I got a 90.
All right, great. So anybody else want to tell us their score? No? All right. Ryan, we go back to, because that's what we're supposed to be doing today, is this typography, because it's due next week. Ryan, font, you with me, Ryan? You gotta be with me, Ryan. You don't let me do it alone. Ryan, are you there?
Yeah, sorry, what?
I just want you to do it with me.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like we're friends or something. All right.
I tried to trace it on Illustrator already. I sent you that file too, but I don't know how well I did. Getting the lines perfect is kind of hard. I'm just not great with the pen tool.
Well, that's what you're here for. You got to get great with the pen tool.
Right.
And you're not going to get great if you don't struggle with it. And soon you won't be struggling with it. You'll get it intuitively. This, I don't know, how did you get this? You can see my screen, right?
Yeah, I'm not sure why it says that. Maybe I should try to send it again. Wait.
Yes, that postscript, everybody. I don't think I can, I don't know where it's coming from. Oh, it opened up. All right. So
it opened? Oh, okay.
So this is what you did. You see it?
Yes. Yes.
Where's the template?
Oh, I forgot to do the template.
All right, you got to do the template.
Yeah.
I mean, how did you draw it?
I had, yeah.
Template.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right. So the first thing is that you got to organize your bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
No comment, huh? This has got to be on its own layer. It can't be lost in the bedroom.
Yeah, that's what I forgot to do. And then it was too late into all the stuff I was doing. So
I'm gonna see, I'm trying to pull it out. And then I'm gonna go, uh-oh, I got rid of everything. Uh-oh. No, everything is there. See, this is what we're looking at here is sub layers. And I don't really go down there and work on sub layers when I have a top level layers, but you can, this is so you can get further down in the stack of anchor points and paths. That's what's going on here. And I'm gonna, see, I got that highlighted, everything else is locked. So I'm not, when I go Command A, Command X, that will get me out of that. And now I can go and put a new layer, Command V, there it is.
oh, okay.
And I'm gonna put it back here, but it's on the top. So I'm gonna switch the layers. This was actually good that you did this so we can explain it. And there I've got the, I'm going to this, this is a template layer. It's not a template, but it's acting as a template layer, right?
Mm-hmm.
And oh, I remember that. This is why I don't use these sub layers. I locked them all. I had to open it up. And now I'm going to go up here, lock that, and I should be able to grab these. So here we are. So anyway, we reordered this so you can see your letters. And the issue here is, I'm gonna now take this template off, or not, I'm gonna lock it, take the eyeball off, so I can start to explore the view guides, unlock guides. Remember that, everybody, because so your guides can get unlocked. Let's explore the eye. Now this is I gotta get my rulers so I can see them. I'm going to go to the crosshair 0, 0, and I'm going to grab that crosshair. I'm going to drop right here, and I'm going to come up here and go. This is 3/8 of an inch. So I'm going to go. I'll do this. I'm going to make another layer, and come and grab this as a measuring device, and say, oh, that is not correct. Should be 3/8 of an inch. Put a stroke on it. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So I've got to come over here and well, I'm selecting the guide. I could lock that guide, or I could go Command : and I got this other little device box. It's kind of like a guide. It's making that 3/8, and I'll go Command : and then I get up close. I can see that this is crooked. So I got to get up really close and grab it because make it perfect. And that right there does not, see that curve? That's a curve.
Yeah.
So it doesn't have to be a curve because
Right.
it's curved. So I'm going to go and just the anchor point tool, I'm going to click that and it'll be a straight line. You see it perfectly straight line.
Oh, I see.
Same here. Click that, and that's a perfectly straight line. So you don't want a curve when you want a corner.
Yeah.
All I have to do is click it. And there I got my guide. I'm picking up again. And there's the anchor point. All right, coming down to the bottom here. Now you see you can make this perfect. So again, corner, open arrow. Oh, I need a guide here as well, and a guide here as well. And so you know what I'm doing, right?
Yeah.
Command colon, so I can turn that into a corner. Command colon, put my guides up again so I can move this down so I know it's perfect. And there we go. And we want to do that all up in here. And you know how to do that now. So you got to be more extensive with your use of guides, right?
Yeah.
And so we can, because you can see this is off. And if you just use a guide, you can make it perfect. Everybody. All right, so let's go to the most problematic letter, which is that one. Woo! What is this? It looks like it fell out of a tree or something. How do we want to fix this?
You tell me.
Okay, well, we've got this thing going on. All right, so let's go up here. You have this going on, which is I'm going to make another layer and lock this layer. Now let's just make that red so we can see it. And that should be exactly what that is, right?
Okay, yeah.
And so I'm going to make this out like that and move this. So now I know I'm just starting in one spot. Now I know that this has got to go to here. This has got to go to here. And that got to go to there. And then the question is, okay, so what I'm going to do here is take that as a given for now. Then I'm going to come and go to my top layer here, lock this, and say, this looks to me like it really wants to be a circle, not a fallen pear. Is that all right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to go hold my shift key down and draw a perfect circle. I hold my option key down. I draw right from the center.
Oh, okay.
And there's a perfect circle. Okay, so I'm just to try that a different way. If I was to go to the circle and I go click, I can go make a perfect circle doing this here. 1.6, 1.6, okay, there's a perfect circle as well. So that's another way to do it. Maybe that's simpler. But you have to know what the number is. Or then if you have to, then you got to scale it, hold the shift key down, scale and proportion. They're just to demonstrate the different ways to make a circle. So there's a circle. Is it going to fit this envelope? Should it? So because on an I, you have all the letters are different. Like I's are thinner than ends, but they should be relative. So let's go and, well, that's what I wanted to do. I just wanted to demonstrate a idea here. So on the top layer, that's the size of an R, your R. So it should be, or the N, I'm sorry, the N. The R should probably be the same width. Understand?
Yeah.
Because of the N. And so should the O. There it is. The I probably not, because it's an I. Or you could decide to make this exaggerated and fill it out so you're working with squares. But that's not necessary. It's just necessary. You have that kind of thematic or consistent or examination of the letter forms where there's, you know, where one part of it is consistent and the other part isn't, and you make a methodology out of it. You understand what I mean? So I'm going to go and take that. We're working on the A, and I'm going to go and make a option that, and let's say get rid of that purple, and I'll do empty that out, and set that into the center. And it should be view outline. It should be the width of something else. I'm talking about command colon, so I don't see that. Guys, it should be the width. Now that's that width. It should be, that's this width, so it should be that side. So I'm going to go and, I'll make another one. Hold the shift key down, that's a square. So that's just my measuring device. And I'm going to bring that down to measure the width of the circle. Oh, should it be? Oh no, I got a question here. Should it be thick? Is this, or thin is this?
It should be, are you talking about the inner circle?
Well, this width. I don't know what the width is. You got two widths. You got that width or this width? You tell me.
I think the bigger width.
All right, it's a bigger width. So I got to come over here. Oops. What just happened is I clicked on that and it makes it a circle. I got to come over here and this is a square. So I can go and go to the black arrow and hold my shift key down and do that. And that'll be the width of it, but it's got to be centered. So, I had an anchor point or a handle selected. Command Shift Z, that's where we were. Now I got two center points. You can barely see them. There's the center of the bigger circle. That's the center of the littler circle. I move them so they're dead center. And as long as I can do this perfect, do it perfect. There. Now I don't need that. That's my measuring device. But I've got now this here, I know is this dimension is correct. So I can go and let me see. I'll take this. It's locked. It's locked. And I'm going to move this just so we have this artifact over here. And I'm going to option that because I want to get this because I know it's perfect. And so you have way too many anchor points going on. Let me see. That's 4 anchor points, right?
Yeah.
So now I'm going to go to my scissors tool and I'm going to click there. I'll click there because I'm not sure if you want this little nick or not. You got to decide, but I can pull this off. Oh, did it? That was a Command Z undo, just so we can. I don't know that yeah, there I must have. Now I can pull this off. Oh, the open arrow, that the dark arrow selects everything. And shift, I want to select that, I want to select that and that. And then I can pull that off. I'll use my arrow keys. It's still not broken. I broke it, I cut it, delete, there. I don't know, sometimes it doesn't work like you want to delete there. All right, so that's what I want. And I don't need the rest of this, delete again, more of that, delete again, I got it over here. And I want to bring this down here so we can talk about it. Oops. Shift, arrow, 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 down, down, 10 pixels at a time. Go to view, preview, shift, object, compound path, make, and I got a purple stroke on that. Like that. Oh, that's interesting. And we don't need to look at this anymore. Uh-oh. This is on the wrong layer. This should be organize my layers. Click that off. Okay, so we're getting somewhere here. But that looks like a Q, not an A, right?
Yeah.
So what we need to do is go back to what you did over here, which is this is trying to be a straight line. Or
Yeah.
right? So let's make that a straight line by using what we got. And I don't need that handle, that's a curve. I'm just gonna turn it to a corner, and I will, what is it? It's a lonesome anchor point. It's not connected to anything. Outline. I don't need that one either. This. I remember when I was having struggles cutting it, and I cut it up times. Oh. There. I had to get close to it to, Eric, what is this? Oh, I had my Option key down. That was a mistake. That's a handle. Oh, it's not. Gotta fuss around a little bit with this stuff. That's a wandering point. That's what I want, but I don't need that one. That there needs to be a corner. Everybody watching me, because you can see how that needs to be a corner. There, finally I got it down to what I wanted. And it just, that's what it takes, that kind of looking for the Easter eggs. Now I want to make this a straight line. Oh, let's get up there again, because I got another wandering point. I don't know. That's everything, all that happened when I was trying to cut it and made some miscues.
Professor, I just want to let you know that we are at time.
I know.
For today.
What do you want to do with that? Ryan,
Yeah.
what do you want to do? Nick called it.
I mean, I get the idea now. So now I know how to connect, or to make my lines even and to connect everything.
All right, so we're finished with this. I didn't quite call that right there, but we could. It's almost so. Hey guys, been fun. Ryan, should I save this or not?
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead and what?
Wait, what?
Should I save this to pick it up later or not?
No, I think no, that's okay. I'll get it.
All right, great. Before we leave, is there any other questions going on? No. Anybody else? Okay, so Dariana, I was going to come to you. I got your stuff, but we'll have to pick it up next time. We'll pick it up where we left off. Everybody else, we'll go through everybody else's letters like this, if you so choose. Okay. Dariana, I wanted to start with you, but I didn't have time. But so I see I've already lost some people. So goodbye, everybody.
Thank you, Professor.
Thank you.
Thanks. Have a good week.
Okay, bye.